From the East Brunswick Jewish Center, I'm Rabbi Jeff Paivo. When sins become widespread, they can lose their potency. When sin is so commonplace as to be unremarkable, the very definition of sin comes into question. And when a society becomes accustomed to long-time wrongs, even the laws meant to stop unlawful and unjust behavior cease to be deterrents, because the society those laws govern no longer takes them seriously. In Parshat Naso this week, we read about the ritual of the sotah, a woman accused of marital infidelity, where proof of her innocence or guilt is lacking. The Torah demands that a ritual be performed that will miraculously reveal the truth. This was seen as the only way to get to the truth in the absence of witnesses or admissions of guilt. Yet the Talmud reports that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, the leading sage of the late 1st century, banned the practice of the sotah ritual. The reason was that marital infidelity had become so common that it was impossible to believe that no one would have witnessed it. This week, the country is aflame. When a police officer causes someone's death, not in self-defense, but because of deeply ingrained prejudices they no longer recognize as wrong, sin has been normalized. When such deaths affect mainly one segment of people, Black and brown Americans, and those deaths continue year in and year out over decades, we must admit that the sin of such murders has become so widespread that it escapes serious notice, that it has become normal. But what we've seen this week is that Americans have risen up, again as in the past, and seem unwilling to stand idle over the blood of their neighbors. And those who have been protesting this week, of all ethnicities, in cities all over America, are demanding justice. That demand is founded in part on acknowledging that we all share in the sin of ignoring justice. While some small number of police officers are bigots who react violently to minorities, the majority of us have allowed them to continue to injure and kill people whose main offense appears to be their race. We are all implicated in the death of George Floyd, and until we all insist that such deaths are totally unacceptable, and we compel the legal system to live up to its own law, we will continue to be implicated. We need to awaken from the dream that equality has been achieved in America. It is time for us to face our history and to make real the ideals upon which this country was founded: the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These are also Jewish values, and we dare not exempt ourselves from making them a reality for all Americans. From the East Brunswick Jewish Center, I'm Rabbi Jeff Paivo.